Sex robot action. Companion.
Welcome back to Coming This Summer.
Jack Quaid.
I like Jack Quaid. Hey.
It's weird seeing him out of The Boys, though. Because he's literally just Huey in any fucking movie. He's definitely... I was like, we just did this in the last season of The Boys, where he's fucking the shapeshifter. I'm like, we just did this, but better. I like this movie, man. I thought it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
It was weird.
It was a date night movie for me, which raised a couple questions.
Yeah,
but, hey,
probably
you know, whatever.
Just a couple. I will say, did you know this was from the creators of Barbarian?
No, but it
feels like it.
Probably could have guessed.
Now you do.
From the half of Barbarian where it shows Justin Long singing in his car, you mean? Yeah. Not all the good parts of Barbarian. They just wrote the bad parts.
Well, that movie was two movies. Barbarian. It's
a fine movie, That's an unsettling horror. If they stuck to its guns the whole time.
Oh my God, I know.
Yeah.
God.
Anyway,
different. But again, that's the same people who made this. That's that creative team.
Sophie Thatcher, Jack Quaid, good team. I think they did a good job at making what they sought out to do just a little bit long.
Right.
You know, a little bit too long.
$10 million to make this movie.
That's super easy.
$39 million in marketing, though.
Okay. Wow. Holy shit.
I'm sorry, $29 million. So it's 39 total.
I was like, that's a jump.
That's
we spent $40 million in marketing, 4 times the budget of the movie.
Well, Hollywood's really pushing Jack Quaid.
Yeah, they are.
So they really want.
He's in another movie soon, right? He's got like another movie. Yeah. Okay. Good. I think he should be pushed as anything. Yeah.
So this one was. It's
a sex robot movie.
It's a sex robot movie. I mean, you're right. There's no beating. There's no getting.
That's
around
That's what the trailer.
Beating around the bush.
Nice. Beating off the weird cut. That's a weird beep there.
So my problem with this movie, it was like one of those where like, the plot was almost too like.
It's obvious.
Had to do like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
yeah. It felt like a slaughterhouse.
Yeah,
but not as self-aware.
In your face. Right.
Yeah, not as fun or self-aware. Like, it's a sex robot movie, guys. And they tried doing those things where he's like, yeah, this is how we met, you know, and then smash cut to him, like, nutting, you know, and then going to sleep. Like, which is like, it's such low-hanging fruit.
That's
but
what
it's
I mean.
so funny.
It's a weird movie.
It's like the shake weight robot from fucking Here Is Your
South
Change.
Park.
Yeah. I called you a cab. Yeah. Oh shit.
South Park alarm.
Every time we say it, my phone goes off. Every time I mention the shake weight bit.
So the plot of this movie is kind of like also a weird.
It's a sci-fi.
Heist sci-fi. Sex robot movie.
Yes. What? What is this heist plot they're trying to pull off? So they're like at the beach. Full spoilers, by the way.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get into this.
At the beach house or lake house of this rich Russian dude who they think is a mobster, but one of the friends in the friend group is fucking him because she's a young, rich, you know, like gold digger. I think is.
I was gonna say douchebag, but that's not the right word.
Basically, and like. This Russian is married and like has a family and lives in this lake house just on his off and has a bunch of money.
You're supposed to hate this guy.
Yeah,
like
Sergey. Yeah,
his character is
he can be Craven. Why isn't he Craven? Fucking, I already hate him more than I did Aaron Taylor Johnson. Sergey. Yeah,
but he's like.
He's a monster.
Yeah. So you're right. It is Slaughterhouse. So like, you think we're gonna kill this guy off? This piece of crap.
Right. Well, yeah, but even like them not telling you it's a robot to like 25-30 minutes in when the whole movie has been marketed as it's a sex robot movie is like really weird. Like they use it as like this hard reveal, like that she is a robot, where it's like the whole movie they're like saying things that would tip you off to her being a robot, but we already know that.
Right.
He calls her Beep Boop as a nickname, guys. And then he does it like 4 or 5 times.
He's Awesome-o from South Park.
Huh? I am Awesome-o. Shit on my face.
Adam Sandler was like,
oh my god, sex robot movie, guys.
But that's why I'm saying, like, it keeps making me think of South Park because it's like it's such a weird,
so dumb.
over the top,
so dumb. Yeah. But I just didn't like we gotta like slowly plant the seed that they think it's a robot and then make it a robot.
What if
and it's
this
like,
other
I know.
person
That's
could be
why
a
I'm
robot
watching the
too?
movie. Yeah. And it's like, who else is a robot? Is Jack Quaid a robot? No. Spoilers, no, he's not. as other girl. There's like 3 people out of 5 who aren't robots.
Yeah, but then they
Like-
get you with another robot, you know, and it's like,
Yeah. How many times are we gonna do
that's
this?
what I'm saying. It
Like
just
they
felt
kept
like
writing on top of
that's
themselves. Yeah.
twist.
Yeah.
What if we come back home and this?
It's like, oh well, because this happened, we got to do this thing. Because this happened, and then we changed this, so we got to do. I've been there, dog. I know.
It's
Throw it away.
it's one of those. Yeah, like
Start over. Throw it away.
The plot happens, and the only way that the thing could happen is because the next thing has to happen. You know what I'm trying to say?
Right.
And if you
Right.
remove any of those steps, the entire thing explodes.
It explodes.
Like, well, yeah, A happened to make B happen to make C happen, because if B doesn't happen, you would never be able to get from A to C. Never.
Right. Never. No, it's weird. And the movie ends and then like keeps going for like 25 minutes. This is what I was saying at the beginning about it being too long.
It felt like what's the one we saw a few months ago with Professor the younger Professor X? I can't think of his name right now. The actor who played in the
James McAvoy?
yeah, where he plays the killer, where they all go to that house, and then it kind of ends.
Speak no evil.
Yeah, but it ends, but then it doesn't end, and you're like, oh, we still got 15. All right, hold on, we're not done yet.
What are we doing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
very.
I hate movies that do that. Like, there's clearly a scene where they could have just ended it and I would have been satisfied.
No, but it's like the writer's like, oh, I got a good idea, but where would that fit in the movie? I'll just tack it on at the end.
Yeah, throw it in. Maybe this happens and then we can do your thing. Like,
That's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, great. Yeah.
How do we get this to happen? Well, we write a scene that doesn't make any sense as a direct segue into the thing you want to do, even though that doesn't make sense either. But it will make sense if we write
more
this other
sense
thing
if
that
we
doesn't make
stick the
sense.
middle thing in? Yeah, that was the whole
That is
movie.
so right. It was good though. I liked it.
It's
I enjoyed watching
entertaining.
it. It's clearly not like super serious
No, but
to the point where it's
trailers-
not taking
The
itself.
trailers made it seem like it was going to be a way more like a serious thriller.
Yeah, yeah.
With like some
like a
lighthearted,
Megan-esque
lighthearted
thing.
things in it.
Yeah. No, it was kind of a comedy. It was like a horror comedy.
But you're right.
Like
Like a
100%.
slaughterhouse where it didn't know how it felt about itself.
Slaughterhouse.
Slaughterhouse said
Slaughterhouse was
actually,
so
I take that
aware
back. Slaughterhouse felt
of it
so
being
good
dumb.
about itself that it went so deep in. This one was like, do I do that?
Like a Slaughterhouse and like a Bottoms. This needed to be like
Somewhere in between.
In between, yeah. Or even just like those two are over here and it just needed to be like
Just slightly over. Yep.
separate,
Okay.
like
I
2
agree with
feet
that.
apart. You know what I mean? Like it took itself seriously where it shouldn't have.
Right,
In
until-
scenes it
until-
shouldn't
yep.
have. Like we are doing a sex robot movie
I gotta keep
where Jack
saying
Quaid
that.
is fucking a sex robot and makes her think that she's actually his girlfriend.
Right, all
and
with
that
the
she loves
this plan
him.
to have her murder someone
Right.
for money. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you start explaining
But
this
then
plot,
we break down like, oh, is that like it's like relationship abuse and like robot abuse and like she's like, I can control my intelligence, and then at the end he drops it to 0, and it's like
That's
is
what
this
I'm
some
saying.
slave
there's
shit.
some
Like,
real casual things in this movie that are just like, oh yeah, I can control her on an app on my phone. I can do her intelligence. I can decide she can't harm people. And you're like,
right?
what?
What are we doing? What are we doing? Pick a lane. Because if I'm supposed to feel bad for Iris, for the robot, then I should be. But I'm not because you're doing ridiculous
There's too many-
fucking things.
It's like, yeah, you're supposed to hate Jack Quaid by the end.
which is weird. Because like I feel like
But they start. That's what I'm saying. They start
I
the
know.
movie with like, hey, he's gonna be this like nerdy Brad Pitt kind of like, what's a heisty kind of. He's got a secret plot and he's kind of goofy.
but he doesn't even change
But that's-
throughout. He just remains that the whole movie. He doesn't become like
Right, that's true.
more sinister,
That's true.
which would have been fun, you know, to see Jack Quaid
But
play
that's the
like an
thing.
actual asshole.
He's already kind of getting typecast into that like that Huey thing.
I'm in over my head
Yeah.
and I'm
Yeah.
failing upwards.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
at every step, which is literally his character from The Boys.
That's what I'm saying. You're right.
Like,
You're right.
So that's my problem. It would have been fun. Oh, let's see Jack Quaid be like almost the villain.
Mhm.
And it's like the whole movie, even at the end when he's at the dinner table, he's like, I could drop it to 0. It's still like that Huey
You don't
Jack
feel
Quaidism.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I kind of like him. I'd hang, even though he's like making this fucking person like burn their hand.
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm like, hey, it's fucking Jack Quaid. You know, it's lovable Jack Quaid. Or maybe then just cast somebody else, you know, who can
Maybe
have that
that-
two-face
Yeah.
like turn.
Because you can't.
Like, he gets all of his friends killed
That's what I mean.
and is still like lovable Huey. You
That's
know?
the problem because the role from The Boys is already like, no matter how much he messes up, he's like a man-child and you don't hate him.
Right.
And
That's
they're like,
what I'm
he's
trying
good
to
at that,
say.
so let's keep that going in this movie.
But then we have the
But then-
character do like a 180 turn, and then he doesn't follow that. Like it doesn't
Maybe he
reflect in the actor who played him. That then cast somebody else.
it's either that or the directions aren't. The director's
No,
not.
that right. Or they didn't even think about
they're not
it.
conveying
Like
it.
no.
Yeah.
By the end, I almost said Huey. Jack Quaid is our villain. He's our villain.
Right, yes,
like,
absolutely.
100%
100%
He's getting everybody killed. He even has a goon by the end of it. Another robot, we won't say, or fucking spoilers.
Twist.
Right, there's another robot. Fine, whatever. Which was a cool twist, but obvious twist. And then it's like, he's like a goon. He sets his aggression to 100, and he's just fucking killing everybody at this point. And it's like, he's the villain. Be the villain. Live in your villain role. Otherwise, you're still this fucking protagonist doing evil things, and I don't buy that you're the villain.
You're not evil enough.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. It's just way more goofy.
And then, like, the trailer's trying to pit it as, like, Iris is the villain. Because she's like,
so I
killed him.
It's like
I'm killing them all.
Thriller, and it's like,
it's
not
but
really,
I feel
though.
bad for her.
Yeah. Like,
so
she's
it's like,
just like a tool
if she's not the villain, and I know Huey's the villain, but I don't see him as it.
Like, I don't really hate him.
I don't hate any of them. Then what's the point?
Well, see, I thought he was scummy, but like, yeah, I don't think it just didn't go far enough. Like I said, it was.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Weird because the stacking on like how they got to the situation and all of these things, you would have.
It's weird. Like at one point they're like, okay, let's split up. Like it's a Scooby-Doo movie, and they're like chasing her into the forest, and it's like,
yeah.
Why didn't we just,
grab your
like,
gun? Yeah. That's all. I know. That's what I mean. The movie didn't know how to. Nothing. What's the word I'm looking for? The tone. Tonally.
Yes.
It's all over the place.
It's all over the place, guys.
And that's why you have a hard time hating someone, because if at one scene they're like, okay, we're gonna start painting this guy to be a monster. Oh well, let's make him goofy for a second again.
Right.
Oh, that's right. He's a monster.
Right.
And you're like, well, which is he?
Is it?
Yeah.
Which is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the time like we get to the end and like spoilers for the very end, I guess, but like it's fine. It's a fine movie.
I'm gonna give it a.
I'm 5. I think I'm just gonna give it the same as I did Wolfman.
5 is about right.
Yeah. It wasn't good. I enjoyed watching it. It felt like a Megan though. You know, just AI robot.
Okay.
Going around killing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
it's just like, we've done this so many times before.
But
just
what if
me,
the robot, it was a heist movie?
I know, yeah. Just give me full sci-fi, though. Don't be like, oh, we have self-driving cars.
Yeah,
sentient robots.
Throwing in the self-driving car.
That's Tyler's car, by the way. That's like the Ioniq 5. Yeah. Yeah, the voice command thing was cool, where she's like changing her tone and stuff, and like trying to get his voice. Like that was kind of unsettling.
See, but I would take
that was creepy.
I would take a bigger budget sci-fi movie with this story tweaked a little, fixed a little. We probably will
get a companion too.
She's
got to free all the robots now.
True. The end.
She's got to free them all from their pain.
End, you know, after the skin.
It just becomes iRobot.
Yeah.
This is an iRobot prequel. All right. We're done.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy.